Hi everyone, I'm Maggie Weldon from maggiescrochet.com, and I'm here to introduce you to a set of 7 videos, and these projects are all for dolls. That's the theme. And I'll start by describing the American Girl doll free patterns that are going to be on these different videos. First off, there's a hat, and this was made with worsted weight yarn, and it's a great project for beginners, and you can make it in any color, the flower any colors. So this is just started from the top. It's a double crochet circle on top and then straight down, and I think that's a really cute little pattern there, and it'll make a great gift for somebody. Second is we used the Sachet Mini, and we actually pulled up loops down the middle of the strand so that we could create this adorable little ruffled scarf for the American Girl doll. So then next we have a little filet popcorn blanket, and this could be used for the Barbie dolls or a little baby doll like this one. So this hair is like quite interesting here. So then we have patterns that we're going to show you how to do, and these come out of the Fashion Doll Wardrobe book that I published years ago, and all of these Barbie doll patterns are in this book, but we're going to give you the patterns on a blog post also. So we're going to do 3 separate clothing patterns for Barbie, and that is the purse, the skirt, and the halter top. And then lastly, very interesting, is the how to curl their hair. So when I did this book here, I figured out how to style their hair. So you could take a Barbie with totally ratty hair and put the perm rods in there, and then you dip it in boiling water, and then it takes the shape of the rollers. It's amazing. So her hair here looked like really crazy like this one, and then I was able to curl it and have it look like that. So it was a lot of fun, and this hair has been curled and you could style it. So it's a great project to do with grandkids or your kids, and they really enjoy it. I actually years ago I taught some kids at a little church sleepover, and they just loved it. So that's a lot of fun to do. So all of these projects are in separate videos, so if you're watching one, make sure that you watch the other ones, and please subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out a lot, and we'd love to hear your comments, and like and share our videos, and the links to everything are listed below. And now we're going to take you to a close-up, and Christina is going to show you how to make all these projects.
Hey everybody, it's Christina from maggiescrochet.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make this cute little shoulder bag for your Barbie or similar sized doll. As you can see, I used 2 colors of yarn here. I've got a light pink and a darker pink. Today I'll be making this with a light blue and a dark blue, but any 2 colors that coordinate nicely will definitely work. You'll also need a size F5 crochet hook for this project. So you'll start by taking your main color of your purse, which I'm using the lighter blue, and start by chaining 9. Then in the second chain from the hook, so we'll skip the first one, there's the second one, we're going to work 3 single crochets. So just go right into that stitch. Oops, let's try that again. And work 3 single crochets all in the same stitch. Then we'll do a single crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 5, and 6. So you should have 1 left at the end of the row. And in that one, you're also going to do 3 single crochets. And this is going to kind of turn our work around, so go ahead and just kind of gently let it turn as you work those 3 single crochets in, just like that. So now we're going to work in the unused loops of the stitches that we just made. So you can see here's a single crochet, it's upside down. Those two strands right there, that's the unused part of our initial starting chain, and that's what I'm going to crochet into. So I'll just take my hook, go right under both of those strands, and work a single crochet. So there's one. We're going to do a total of 6 across, and we'll have this kind of oval shape that will be the bottom of our little purse here. And 6 is the last one. Then we're just going to join this to our first single crochet, so go right into the top of that first single crochet, grab a loop, pull it through, and then pull it through the loop already on your hook. So we've got this little kind of oval shape. Chain 1, and then working in the back loop of each single crochet, we're just going to single crochet in each stitch around. So normally when you work into a single crochet, you go under 2 loops like that. It's this top, it kind of looks like a braid. You work under both loops usually. Today we're only going to work in the back loop. So you've got the front loop, which is the one closest to you, the back loop, which is the one furthest away, and that's the one we're going to use. So just take your hook, kind of go in between those loops so that the only one that actually ends up on your hook is the one furthest from you. And that's where we'll do the single crochet. So again, normally we'd work under both loops. Today we're going to go down into the middle of the stitch and only work in the back one. And what this does, well, first of all, it kind of helps the purse start to move upwards. You're working in those back loops, and it also gives us this nice little kind of ridge formed by the bottom edges, the front edges that we're not working into. So you're going to do this all the way around for round 2. And then when you get back to the beginning of the round, go ahead and slip stitch to join. And then for rounds 3 through 10, you're going to be able to work in both loops again. So you'll go under both loops just like that, just like you're probably used to doing. And just single crochet in each stitch around. So we're just making this kind of, I guess it's a cylinder, not quite. But you'll just work it straight, 1 stitch per stitch, all the way through to round 10. So I'm going to finish row 2 here, start row 3 working in both loops, go through round 10, and I'll come back and show you how to do the handle. After round 10, you should have a little bag that looks something like this. You can see pretty clearly now that bottom edge, remember those are the front loops that we didn't use, creating that nice little edge there. So now we just need to make the handle. So from the side of your purse, now sometimes when you work in rounds, you'll notice that the beginning of your round kind of shifts to the side. If that happens to you, just slip stitch back to the side here so we can put our handle on nice and neatly. So if you need to, slip stitch back over there, and then you're going to chain 30. And these chain stitches are not going to be worked into, so you can make them tight if you prefer the look of the tight stitches to looser ones. Alright, now I've lost count of exactly how many chains that is, but that looks about right. We're going to skip the next 8 single crochets, so you can go ahead and count that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Takes us right over here to the edge, and in the next one you're just going to slip stitch. So insert your hook, grab a loop, pull it through the loop already on your hook, and then we're going to just finish it off. So leave yourself a long enough tail to weave in, and then pull that loose end through the loop on your hook. There you go. If you like the plain look, you can certainly leave it like this, but for embellishment, there's a couple things you can do. One of which is add a flower. And for this flower, you're going to want to use your contrasting color. I'm using a slightly darker blue here. You'll start by chaining 5, 3, 4, 5, and then slip stitching in the 5th chain from the hook, which is the very first one here nearest our slip knot. So just take your hook, go right into that stitch, grab a loop, pull it through, and then pull it through. Oh, I didn't quite get it all. Let's try that again. Go into the chain stitch by the slip knot there, grab a loop, and pull it through, and then pull it through the loop already on your hook. So that's 1 petal of our flower. To make the other 4, because this is going to be a 5-petal flower, chain 4, and then slip stitch in the same stitch again, and the rest of them should be easier. So you're going to do that 3 more times till you have a 5-petal flower. Finish that off, and then sew it right on the center of your little bag. The other thing you can do is add some fringe. Now, to make fringe, there's a couple different ways to do it, depending on how long you want your fringe to be. To make fringe, let's see, this is maybe, I'd say it hangs down maybe 1.5 inches from the bag. To do that, I'm just going to take 3 of my fingers here, starting the yarn at the top of my hand, and I'm just going to wrap it around a couple of times. This isn't as much as you would need for the whole bag, but it's as much as I need for right now. You just snip your yarn at the top of your hand, and then kind of wiggle your scissors in and clip all your pieces. So now you've got several strands of yarn that are all about the same length. And then to attach these to your bag, take just 1 strand, fold it, excuse me, fold it in half, and then in these unused loops from that row down there at the bottom, you're going to put your hook up from the bottom, grab the loop, pull it through, and then grab the loose ends and pull them through the loop, and then pull it nice and tight. And that's 1 little fringe. So let me show you another one. Take your strand of yarn, fold it in half, take your hook, go up from the bottom into that unused front loop, grab the middle of your fringe, pull it through, and then you can do this next part with your fingers if you prefer, but just reach through that loop and pull your loose ends through. And then just do that in each loop all the way around, and it will end up looking a little bit like that. And then of course you can sew your flower onto the center right there. Well guys, I hope this video has been helpful to you. If you have any questions about this project, you can certainly ask them down in the comments. And in the description, you'll find the links to everything you'll need for this project. Thanks for watching.
So I'm going from this side to that side, and I'm going to pick up my yarn and draw that up and then finish my double crochet like that. So if you do, let's say I've seen scarves made with only pulling 5 loops through, and they look amazing. They're really cute. They come out